incredibly beautiful out. I want to do nothing. I must say, I am incredibly successful with my goals today, in that I have done nothing. Little puppy, he's all sleepy too. Oh, he's a good boy. Hi. Don't bother me, Mom, I'm napping. I'm having a tough time, and I don't understand why. Like, I am completely on board with Weight Watchers. I have committed to doing this for at least 3 months, but really, like, long term, this is the plan I'm going to work. And I know that it can take me far in rearranging my eating habits to be much more healthy. I know that it can. I know that it will. But there still is work that needs to be done on my part. It's not just about eating the healthy things and tracking the points. It's about constantly working on my self-control. That's the hard part. Because everybody, especially myself, loves instant gratification. I love instant gratification. I can't stand having to not be instantly gratified. I just want to be like not frustrated. I want to be not this, you know, this. And chocolate helps. Lots of chocolate. But I know, and I've seen this in other aspects of my life, that the more you practice these virtues, the more natural it becomes. When I really started practicing my faith, and I realized that chastity is a real thing. Like, we have to work on our minds and our hearts and not just constantly give in to temptations. That was really difficult. But eventually there was a moment where I was having a dream, and, you know, there's this handsome guy all getting up on me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm a Catholic, and we have to wait until marriage. And I woke up and I was like, oh crap. Like, my mind and heart have been changed. The same thing comes into play with all of this too, is my mind and heart have to be changed. My mind and heart still want to binge. My mind and heart want all of the chocolate and all of the cakes and all of the cookies. There's a deeper part of my mind and heart that don't want those things, but that part needs to get stronger and overcome what is currently the strong part of myself, which has so often been fed into, no pun intended. So anyway, I just wanted to share my frustrations and my struggles. Today is a new day. I'm pretty excited about the food that I'm eating today. Lots of tasty stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I just had to let it out and get it out there. Ready? Okay, ready? Oh, shit. Kajik. Ready? Being up and active this early in the morning reminds me of two things. It reminds me of camping and Europe. I don't know why. All I know is I want a really strong coffee and like a Danish and some deli meat and yogurt for breakfast, because that's what I would have. And maybe a hot dog on the side, because if you order sausage with breakfast, you get a straight up hot dog. Kajik, let's run! Come on. Come on. Kajik, we gotta earn the fit points. We gotta earn the fit points. I hate when I forget to put my fit back on after my shower and I'm walking around getting my breakfast done and I'm like, I wasn't wearing my Fitbit. None of those steps count. Everybody knows steps only count if you're wearing a Fitbit. Otherwise, you might as well just lay in bed all day. Everybody knows that.
Mister? You trying to tell me something?
European breakfast is fat-free Greek yogurt with blueberries and 1 teaspoon of agave nectar for 1 point. Boiled eggs, 0 points. Toast with black currant jam. The toast is 1 point. The jam is 1 point. It's half a tablespoon, so 2 points. 3 ounces of turkey kielbasa is 3 points. So this 3, 4, 5, 6 points for the main breakfast, and my coffee itself is 6 points. There's 2 tablespoons of light cream and 1 tablespoon of 100% maple syrup. In here. I am such a good cook, except for when I burn the things, and I burn the things all the time. Okay, that was a slightly offensive Germanish accent. I should know better. I had such an awesome time last night seeing Gavin DeGraw with my sister Gabby. Puppy, come on, it's time. Let's go. Ignore my mess. Ignore my mess. Go on, Kaja. Go on. You gotta go in the crate. Good boy. Okay. So anyways, I had such an awesome time last night. And I hit like 13,000 steps, I think, from dancing. And we got there a little bit early. So we were, not really that early, actually. But anyway, we were walking around the arena. Wow, this is a great look. This is, whoo. Well, that's lucky. So the credit card, yesterday, I went to see Gavin DeGraw, as I've said 6 times. And at one point after the show, we were in a shop and I was like, oh man, I think I dropped my credit card somewhere. I hope it didn't fall out of my purse in the arena because my purse wasn't zipped. And I had like stuck it in a little wallet thing, but it wasn't in it. It was just kind of stuck in. And it's on my step. Like it must have fallen out when I took my keys out. So that's exciting. My eating this week, the plan was to stay under 9 and then have bigger weekends. And I think that that's still an excellent plan to lose weight quickly. But I'm just like, well, you know, it's far better for me to just focus on blue dot days, regardless of how under or over I am, as long as it's within that blue dot range, than to worry about being 10 or 9 or whatever under. Now, I don't know how the weigh-in is going to go because most of the days I was pretty good. I was really bad. I was off track on Sunday. I tried to make up for it during the week, but then especially in the evenings is where I tend to have my downfall, and there'll just be stuff around my house that I really shouldn't be eating, and I eat it. And most of the time I track it, but sometimes I didn't because you kind of want to hide it. Like, I want to be so honest through this process. But some of the times you just feel like, well, but if I don't video it and if I don't track it, no one will know. But that just cheats me. It doesn't matter about you guys. No offense, but y'all don't matter. What I put in my mouth affects only me, is what I mean. Not sure how tomorrow's gonna go. I'm excited to find out though, weirdly. I'm like, because part of me thinks it might still be okay. And if it's not, if I didn't lose anything at all, that would actually be fine. If I gained weight, that would be a bummer. But I'm just kind of like, I just want to know. Okay, guys, just waiting. I'm still not down to where I was before, like 2 weeks ago or whatever, but pretty darn close. 6 pounds total is where I'm at. So, what's the plan? Today's the 1st of June. I need a plan for June. What should I do? I'm scared. I'm scared to make a plan because I'm so bad at keeping them. I haven't had my coffee yet. Okay. I just heard something that kind of blew my mind a little bit. I wouldn't say it blew my mind. I'm going to say it touched my heart. I'm listening to a podcast, Catholic Stuff You Should Know. This particular episode has Father Mike and Father Michael. And Father Mike is very much like, he comes across as like a free spirit, just like, I wouldn't say hippie, but like, he's just kind of, he has a specifically youthful energy about him. They're all pretty young guys. They're about the same age as me, in their 30s or so. But he just said something. They were talking about whether people make their faith a priority or not. And he said that's the thing, is a lot of people, it's just whether they feel it or not. You know, it's, do I feel like doing it or not? Whereas if you live by a rule, like if you make commitments and you follow through on them, that's love. You can't just feel like you love it today or not. Like, you just have to make a commitment and follow through with it, and that is love. And it was just like, yeah, I see that in my faith life, but I definitely see that in all of this too. If you make a commitment and you follow through with it, that's love. And we're trying to teach ourselves how to better love ourselves, both in accepting ourselves as we are now and in bettering ourselves in different ways. And the way to do that is to start making commitments and following through. This is what Rachel Hollis talks about, keeping a promise to yourself. You're the first person you're going to break your promise with. Keep the promise to yourself, which is what I was talking about. What should I do? What's my goal? 30 days, blue dots. So a friend of mine made a suggestion about a goal that I should do this month is 15 hikes. I'm going to have to pass on that suggestion. It's actually a great suggestion. I'm sorry for all the bumpiness, first of all. But, yeah, it's actually a great suggestion. I love hiking. I want to increase that. I want to do the 52 hike challenge. But right now, starting out, I don't think I could handle 52 hikes in a month. But what I think I probably could handle is just to say, or did I say 52? 15 hikes in a month. What I could handle is to say 15 days out of the month, I will hit my 10,000 step goal. For me, that can be really difficult. On a normal day where I'm not trying to work out at all, I'm not worried about my steps, it's easy for me to only get in 3,000 to 5,000 steps because I sit at a desk all day. I tend to end at, say, 6,000 to 7,000 steps if I take my dog for a walk. But so to hit 10,000 would mean it would have to be a long walk and or other extra activity. Making it a point to walk around the dog park while he's at the dog park instead of just sitting and watching. Little things like that to like get the steps in. That I think I can do. So eventually, of course, I would hope maybe I would have 30 days of 10,000 steps. But to start, 15 days out of the month of 10,000 steps and all 30 days blue dots, I think is an excellent goal. So thank you for suggesting the 15 hikes because it brought me to this. And then maybe down the road, 15 hikes will be my goal. And one last thing from this little car vlog about my blue dot days. So I made a terrible decision this morning while I was oot and a boot doing Uber Eats delivery. And I got a breakfast crunch wrap. I didn't bother even looking up the points. Part of me still was in this mindset of, well, you know what, maybe I'll just go crazy today and splurge and I'll just fake, they don't need to know. But I'm not cheating you guys. I'm only cheating myself. It's nothing to you guys. Really, it's only hurting me. So, also, I was running around crazy, had no time for lunch. I ended up getting a Snickers bar. So I have not been doing great. But I did track the crunch wrap. I did. Okay, I'm not sure what happened with the video there, but I was talking about the crunch wrap and the Snickers, and my whole thing was that once I plugged in those points with a coffee that I had earlier that day, my total came to 41 points. So I still had a blue dot, but it was basically like I could eat nothing else for the day, and it was like 3 p.m. So I made a goal to have 0 point foods the rest of the day. If I was going to eat anything, it's going to be 0 point foods because I'm going to get that blue dot. 0 point dinner. Chicken, black bean, salsa, a smidgen of fat-free cheese. Woo! We're walking back and forth because I might hit my 10,000 steps today, so let's get it in. 10, 11, he quit. We're on 300, Kajik, keep going.